Hi everyone, my name is Kevin and today I want to show you how you can use Microsoft Office for free. Now Microsoft Office includes such popular apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and you can use them completely for free. Now how does this make sense? Microsoft is a big company, they make lots of money. Why could you possibly be able to use Office for free? Well, I'll go into what you get for free and then what you get if you pay for Office. And now, as full disclosure, before we jump into this, I work at Microsoft. The first thing that we're going to do is on your computer, navigate over to office.com. Office.com is the starting point for Office. So here I'm on office.com. You'll notice that there are two different links on the home page. One of them is Get Office, the other one is Sign In. I'm going to open up Get Office, and we'll come back to that later, but for now, I want us to go ahead and sign in. So when I click on Sign In, you could log in with your Microsoft account. If you don't have one, you could create a free account here by clicking on Create One, but I already have one, so I'm going to go ahead and log in with my Microsoft account. And I'll go ahead and type in my password. And so there's a prompt if I want to stay signed in. Sure, I'll go ahead and stay signed in. And then this is office.com. This is the starting point to Office. What you'll notice is at the top of the page here, you have all the different Office apps that you're likely familiar with. You have your Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, you have Outlook, you have Calendar, but you have all your different Office apps. What else you'll notice on this page too is you have all of your recent documents. Here I'll see a set of 6 recent documents. What I could do is I could expand this and I could see more documents, or I could contract that. You'll also notice that I could create a new Word document, a new Excel workbook, or a new PowerPoint presentation. So if I click into, let's say, Microsoft Word, you'll notice this kind of familiar Word experience. Here I have all my recent documents again on the left-hand side. I can create a new blank document, or I could jump in and kick off work starting from a template. So here I'll jump into a new blank document. What you'll notice is this looks very familiar to the desktop app. In fact, I have the desktop app right here, and I'll overlay that. So here you'll notice my different styles, the fonts, the different sizes and colors that I can apply. Here in the online app, you have much of the same functionality. Here I could insert a table, so lots of different functionality here. If I go back to office.com, I'll show you here I can launch into PowerPoint. Now this is going to launch into an existing presentation that I created. What I could do is I could just go ahead and edit this, and keep in mind all of this is entirely free to be able to use the online apps. Here in PowerPoint, here too you'll notice that I have access to all of my different designs. So here I can change the design, different variants that I can apply to my presentation. So lots of richness in these online apps. You can also apply transitions, animations. Compared to the desktop version, you don't have quite as many transitions, you don't have quite as many animations, but what you get here, these are kind of the most popular transitions, animations you might want to use. 80 to 90% of the functionality you're looking for is in the online apps for free. Let's say that you started working on, let's say I have a Word document that I started working on, but I didn't create it online first, but I want to be able to edit it online for free. So how do I do that? Well, what I could do is if I go to OneDrive, this is where you have a lot of cloud storage. With a free account, you get 18 gigabytes, or you get 5 gigabytes. What I could do is I can go to Upload, and I can upload a file. So here I'll go in, I have an existing file called Kevin Strafford Resume. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And so now that's uploaded this file to my OneDrive. If I click on that, that'll open it up in Word Online, where I can go ahead and, so I have my name and then I have my job, and this is not quite, but here I am in Word where I can then edit my document, and any changes I make will automatically then get saved. So this is all entirely free. Now you might be wondering, well, why would I ever want to pay for Office when I get all of this for free just online? Well, a few of the things, and I'm going to go back to that tab that I opened earlier. When I go back here, you have some paid versions of Office as well. And so what is the difference between the paid and the free? Well, with the paid version, what you do is you get all the desktop apps that you could just use on your computer. And so the main difference between the online apps and the desktop apps is the desktop apps have a little more functionality than what you would find online, but online already has about 80 to 90% of the functionality, and Microsoft continues adding more and more functionality there. So really the online apps offer a very, very good experience. And chances are, whatever you want to do with Office, the online apps probably already offer it. And if they don't, you can request more functionality, but it's constantly improving. So then if the online apps and the desktop apps are about the same, why would you want to pay for Office? Well, some of the other differences, and I'll talk about why I pay for my own personal subscription to Office. One of the things you get is you get OneDrive space included. And so I signed up for the $99 per year plan, it's about $100 a year, and you get 5 terabytes of OneDrive space across 5 accounts. And I take a lot of photos, I've typed up a lot of documents, and I want to make sure I have a backup of those. I could just save them to my computer, I can put them on an external hard drive, but let's say my house were to burn down or some disaster were to happen and I would lose all my files. Well, by saving them to OneDrive, Microsoft has data centers all around the world, and they ensure that my files are backed up and that I won't lose them. And for things like pictures or whatnot, that's worth it to me. And so $100 for about 5 terabytes, and then you get the Office apps too. That was worthwhile for me. What you also get is you can get 60 minutes of Skype calling. So I have some family in Germany, and if I want to call their landline phone, I can use the 60 minutes of Skype calling, and I can call them for free, just as part of this, as part of the O365 offer. So those are some of the reasons why you would want to subscribe to Office. But the free version really offers just about everything you need. If you want the additional storage space or if you want the Skype calling, it's a nice to have to be able to get those as well. But anyway, so you can use Office entirely for free. The best place to start is to navigate to office.com. I hope you found this content valuable. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you want to see future content like this. Thanks.